Think you know everything about anime? Let's put that to the test! Here are 7 insane anime facts that almost no one knows. Here's a fact about Bluelock that almost no one outside Japan knows. Did you know that in the original concept of Bluelock, Isagi didn't exist at all? The first main character was supposed to be someone else, Nikoi. He was designed to be more aggressive and played with a completely different style. But the editors pushed for a change. That's how Isagi was created, a more strategic and analytical protagonist who learns to be egoistic over time. Everyone thinks anime came after Disney, but that's not true. Disney released its first full-length animated film in 1937. But in 1917, Japan had already created its first anime. The film was called Namakura Gatana, The Dull Sword, a short comedic story about a samurai. This happened 10 years before Mickey Mouse and 20 years before Snow White. It was created by Japanese director Junichi Kuchi, one of the pioneers of animation. Neon Genesis Evangelion isn't just an anime, it's a raw, personal reflection of its creator's inner struggles. Hideki Anno, the genius behind Evangelion, was battling depression when he created the series, and it shows. After the success of Nadia, The Secret of Blue Water, Anno fell into an existential crisis. He felt lost, empty. Evangelion became his therapy. The characters reflect his emotions. Shinji's self-doubt, Masato's loneliness, Azuka's insecurity, they're all fragments of Anno's mind. Audiences expected a typical mecha anime. Instead, they got a psychological masterpiece that questioned existence itself. Evangelion changed anime forever, but more importantly, it helped Anno find himself again. One Piece creator Ichiro Oda planned the ending over 25 years ago, but no one knows what it is. He came up with the final chapter in 1999 and has kept it a secret ever since. Not even his editors know how it all ends. Oda even said that if fans guess the ending, he will rewrite it. So what is the One Piece? A treasure, a symbol of freedom, or something else? Maybe One Piece is something we never expected. When the legendary Hideo Kojima praises an anime, you know it's something special. But what exactly impressed him about Dandadan? Let's dive in. Dandadan, a supernatural action anime, has been turning heads. But one particular scene caught Kojima's attention enough for him to compare it to a legendary moment from Metal Gear Solid 3. Kojima specifically mentioned acrobat Sarah's action scene, saying it reminded him of Snake Eater's iconic moments. That's high praise from a master of cinematic storytelling. Did you know that Cowboybebop was never meant to be a legendary anime? It was just supposed to sell toys. In the late 1990s, the animation studio Sunrise got a deal to create an anime to promote a new line of space-themed toys. But director Shinichiro Watanabe had a different idea. He turned it into a deep, stylish, and emotional space western. The anime became a mix of jazz, noir, and sci-fi, something completely unique. Ironically, the toy line flopped, but the anime, it became one of the most beloved classics of all time. Cowboybebop didn't need toys, it had heart, story, and unforgettable characters. What if I told you that the terrifying titans from Attack on Titan were inspired by drunk people? That's right! Series creator Hajime Isayama once revealed that he got the idea for their creepy movements from watching drunk people in his hometown. He noticed how they lost control of their bodies, moved erratically, and had empty expressions. Sound familiar? That's why Titans look so unnatural, like mindless, staggering giants with no sense of logic or direction. Instead of using traditional monster designs, Isayama took a psychological approach, making them eerily human, yet completely terrifying. And that's what makes them so scary. They're not just monsters, they're twisted versions of us. So next time you watch Attack on Titan, you might not see a mindless monster, but a really, really drunk guy. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more anime facts every week. Until next time, stay awesome!